One of the questions people often ask is France safe? And the reason they ask this question isn't because they live here, it's because they watch headlines. We live in a time where a single viral clip can outweigh decades of data. So instead of opinions, impressions, and fear-based narrative, let's talk about numbers. Because numbers don't panic, they don't exaggerate, they tell the truth. Let's start with the statistics that people care about the most: homicide. France's homicide rate sits at roughly 1.2 to 1.5 per 100,000 people. That's lower than the UK, lower than Belgium, and 5 times lower than the United States. According to data compared by the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development and the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, France is firmly in the low violence category among developed nations. And here is what rarely gets mentioned. Violence crime in France has been declining long term since in the 1990s, not disappearing, just decreasing. So when people talk about France as if it's collapsing into chaos, they are not responding to trends, they are responding to clips. Here is when nuance matters. Crime is not a single category, and confusing property crime with violence crime is one of the biggest mistakes people make. Yes, France have pickpocketing. Yes, theft happens, especially in tourist areas, but losing a phone is not the same as fearing for your life. Most reported crimes in France are non-violent and opportunistic, not physical attacks on random people. Statistically, the average French resident is far more likely to experience a stolen bike than a violent assault. That distinction matters. Now let's talk about fear. Survey shows that people in France feel unsafe, especially in urban areas. But feeling unsafe and being unsafe are not the same thing. France have transparent crime reporting, strong national media coverage, and global attention focusing on cities like Paris and Marseille. What does that mean? It means incidents are highly visible even when they are statistically rare. Countries that underreport violence feel safer. Countries that report honestly look worse than they are. Visibility creates fear, not necessarily danger. France is not just one city. Yes, large urban centers face challenges like every major city on earth. But most of France is quiet, residential, routine. Millions of people take public transport daily, raise families, work their neighborhood, live ordinary, uneventful life without encountering violent crime, and that normality never trends. This part matters and it deserves honesty. International surveys place France among the safer OECD countries for women to walk alone at night, especially compared to global averages, but safety statistic doesn't erase reality. France, like many other countries, faces serious issue with domestic violence, and those crime overwhelmingly happens inside homes, not from strangers on the streets. Acknowledging that doesn't contradict France being statistically safe. It clarifies where the real risks are and where society still need to do better. Safety isn't about pretending the problem doesn't exist. It is about knowing what the problems actually are. Let's address the elephant in the room. The images people hold in their minds. Terrorist attacks in France are exceptional events. They are tragic, but statistically extremely rare. Protests and strikes. They are visible, loud and dramatic, but they are usually localized, announced in advance, and heavily monitored. They look chaotic on social media, but they are not random violence against citizens. Intensity is not frequency, and visibility is not probability. On Global Security Index, France consistently ranks as stable, low risk, far safer than the world average. According to the International Risks and Governance Indicators, France sits among countries where institutions function, emergency services respond, and violence is the exception, not the norm. That's what safety actually looks like. Real safety doesn't look dramatic. It doesn't come with sirens, flashlights, or breaking news banners. It looks boring. It looks like routine. Day passes without incidents. People commuting. Cafe opening. Street looks the same today as they did yesterday. In unsafe places, danger announces itself. In safe places, life continues quietly. And that's what most of France looks like most days. Not excitement, not chaos. But no mercy. Boring is not failure of safety. Boring is proof. Safety isn't about nothing bad ever happening. It's a fantasy. Safety is about what happens after something goes wrong. In France, emergencies trigger systems, not panic. Ambulance come, hospital treat first and beans later. Police respond, exist whether you are rich or poor. Real safety is knowing that if you fall, you are not falling alone. It's not perfection, it's resilience built into the system. And that is a form of security people rarely measure, but feel it every time they need it. The internet doesn't award accuracy, it awards intensity. Calm doesn't trend, normal doesn't go viral. France is a global country, global cities, global media, global attention. When something happens here, the world watches. When nothing happens, which is most of the time, no one posts it. What people call ginger is often visibility multiplied by repetition. Fear travels faster than facts, but it doesn't make those facts disappear. Some places feel safe because everything is controlled. Camera everywhere, fear everywhere. But safety doesn't come with tension, it comes with trust. So when someone tells you France is dangerous, ask yourself this: are they talking about data or are they repeating a feeling they absorb online? France is safer than most people think, and the number don't lie. A bientôt, bisous. See you in my next video, guys.